Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Real.
Safety's creeping. Hey, alert 3. Sponge.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Run. Slam. 61. Matchbox lights.
51's the mic.
Stay with your man. One touch.
Throw, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that. Jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. Not quite. How about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and win the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he tipped it, intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks that we can.
Swoop in.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, it seems the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down now, Richard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Good. 180.
Come on. Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got
Rashard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Given 12 yards there, the Chargers have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, alert 33.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
80 weapon.
58 is Mike. So we got man. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Check.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. All day, baby, all day. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Mike 57.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go.
Hurry!
Motion.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Chargers 33-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Ready? Flag! We'll do that!
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Easy.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second and 12, Winston. That'll be complete to Breida. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And it's third down.
Ready? Blue way!
Right.
Hey, I won't get it.
Left 3.
Ready? Let's go!
From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No.
Hey, alert!
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Kill, kill, kill.
This is Rashard. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 3rd down, Richard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 11.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Regular.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On the ground for Shaw. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set. Hurry.
Wide, get wide.
Hurry.
Mike 51.
Watch the run.
Rashard in the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 57. Drop deep.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, watch the ball.
57. Mike 57.
From the gun, Mayfield. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. That's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it.
That's it, baby. We go run.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Breida will try the right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one on the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. Winston, open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I got him. Pick the edge. Come. Easy. Mark 22.
First down play for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch the crowd. 22, he's coming. 22. Easy. Green, come with me. Mike 22.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
We want this. Here we go, even. Crunch. Easy. White. That's 22.
Jameis again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Slam. Wait.
On the drive, this is Smith. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Charger drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say this is how we're going to run a little bit.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come in the right, get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. is now 10-3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So then even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert!
65, 58.
Hey, Foxtrot.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
I got it.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice game. And this offense going to have to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This is Logan. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we'll reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you have nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They'll give to Smith out of the gun, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Well, the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready? Flag!
Double dog, that's the way.
That time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 30
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they're throwing that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
What we got?
Hey, regular. Check 24. I got you.
Now a give, right side. Logan. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Tackles. Shit.
Pistol.
Shit.
Check. Kings.
Hot. Check. Lucky.
Hurry.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Undercrush. Hurry.
On second down, Richard. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a third and 11.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I got it.
Third down, Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get it for Burgess. Easy.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Let me go.
Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Easy.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Winston. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they've just been off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 9-yard line.
Ready. Black 22.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go.
Tight dog. Sunday. Johnny. Where's up?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 25.
Check. Walk 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On second down, here's Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Strip the ball.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Here we go.
On we go. 22. Where's up?
Winston. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Up, these babies cry all the way back, huh?
58, boy. 58. 58. Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Throwing it second down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And
they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Logan. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here comes to me, it's me. 57's Mike.
Mayfield down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 26, check 26.
Real.
51's the Mike.
Regular. Bravo.
Mike 51. Army.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 24, check 24.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Smith. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Hey, flip it, flip it, flip it. 24. Easy, 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 easy. Hey. 22, Mike. Let's go. Fly ball. Check, 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 check. Check. Easy, easy, easy.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The Chargers' 22-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Mike 54. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Easy, 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 easy. Hey. Is that yours? Who's that? Right there. Okay, right there.
Smith running right. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Ready? You ready? Mike 5-4. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that ball. Get that. Let's go.
Now it's Breida. In here to run. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge third down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
Smith trying to run for it. Hammer in for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
57. Mike 57. Watch. Hurry. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Go.
Mayfield down after the fumble recovery. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Mike 58, right there. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hurry. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Real.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hey, Delta.
Don't get nervous.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Going the other way.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.